case of the rape that actually led to the death of Uwa, for me, is a very pathetic one. And it is a scenario or is an incident where that all well-meaning Nigerians or even citizens, global citizens, will condemn and condemn in the strongest terms. Investigations are ongoing, and I want to very strongly assure Nigerians that we will do everything humanly and operationally possible to make sure that we arrest the perpetrators of that particular offenses, because there's a situation where you have rape and then you also have death arising as a result of the unlawful force unleashed on the young woman. We'll make sure we bring them to book. But I also start with general listening to your newspaper analysis, and I needed to use this opportunity you just gave me to tell Nigerians that, look, the reason why a lot of rape cases fail is not always as a result of failure in investigation. There are 3 key reasons, and we need to understand this so that we're not praying for rape incidents to be happening, but when they happen, we'll be able to manage those scenarios and make the job of the investigators and eventually the job of the prosecutors easier. Number 1 is the failure of most persons to report rape incidents timelessly. Kingsley, the truth is, even though legally speaking, rape cases like other criminal cases are not statute bar, but the truth is, the earlier you report them, the better for the investigators, because the longer the time between the incident and the time of reporting, the lesser the chances of actually retrieving evidence from the crime scene. That's number 1. Number 2 is the mismanagement of the crime scene. And this happens oftentimes mistakenly or unintentionally, because citizens are not aware that these are important things that could actually help in bringing the perpetrator to justice. And in rape cases, there are 2 crime scenes: the actual physical scene where the incident takes place, and actually the body of the woman that was defiled, or the body of the woman that was sexually assaulted. That particular body is a living crime scene, is a mobile crime scene, and you need to manage that particular crime scene, that moving mobile crime scene very well. And that's why in this platform I want to advise on how to manage that. 1, if an incident of rape takes place, first of all, make sure you preserve the purity of the crime scene. Don't touch anything. Don't move the beds. Don't change the beddings. Don't even flush the toilets. Leave everything there the way you made them. Sometimes, if we come in and we look at the situation in its purest state, pristine state, we're able to better reconstruct the crime scene. Secondly, if it is a date rape, a rape where probably a drug facilitated or a drug induced rape, you find out that just that bottle of Coke that is halfway down, that bottle of Fanta, that can or that pack or empty pack of fruit juice, or that glass of wine that is halfway down could actually be the answer we're looking for. And if it is a drug-induced rape, we also advise that beyond the usual advice, don't take your bath, don't douche, don't change your dress, don't remove any of your clothing. One most important thing that the woman must not do is she should not even urinate, except it becomes absolutely necessary to keep her alive. Otherwise, the urine should be collected at the nearest hospital, because the urine could actually be the answer to determining the type of drug that was used in lacing her drink, lacing any of the things she took. So these 2 things, if we can manage them very well, the job of the investigator become easier. If you bring the best investigator, when a rape is being reported, let's say, for example, 2 months down the line, or you come into the crime scene, the beddings have been changed, they've been washed, the clothes has been washed, the victim has taken her bath, every single trace or strand of evidence have been destroyed. The best investigator in the world will struggle. And then not to talk of interference by relatives. That's one of the things we're dealing with, but we'll find a way of dealing with them now. You find out that this is the only country where you are closing up on a rape case, and the relatives will be coming, not just the relatives of the suspect, but the relatives of the victim will be coming to obstruct the police, and sometimes advising the victim to become a hostile witness and making your job very difficult. So I think we must all work together. Beyond keeping a watchful eyes on our wards, on our children, particularly during this lockdown, we must also, when it happens, try to do the right thing so that our job can be easier.